Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Tonight I'm thrilled because we have a seasonal beer out of Bell's, out of Comstock, Michigan. This is their famous Oracle. It's a double IPA. It comes in a 6-pack. I think this year it was like $15 or $16 for the 6-pack, which is less than what I remember. But this is a beer I've reviewed before, something that comes out. There's a little bit of hype with this one now. Obviously Hop Slam is much more of their flagship hype beer when it releases. But anyway, this particular beer is actually 10% ABVs. It's one of those that you don't want to save. Drink this fresh, maximum 3 months after it hits the shelves. So this is their take on the West Coast double IPA. Intense hop flavor, making in and also with a what they call that malt balance. Pretty boring description there. It says the fireworks start with the aromatic punch of dry hops, hop varieties from the Pacific Northwest. Resinous, citrusy hop flavor mixed with aggressive bitterness from a massive kettle of additional bitterness from a massive kettle that delivers an aromatic promise. So again, double IPAs, big, huge, hop flavors, aromas. This is one of those. It's a double IPA. There's usually a lot of punch to it. The key to them is if they can hide that booziness and there's not a lot of alcohol background to it. I think that's about it. Again, it only comes out once a year. Now with craft beer the way it is, it used to be it was on the shelf and off the shelf in a couple of days. It's been out now for about 3 weeks, August 2018, and I bought a 6-pack and I went back into the store to about 3 weeks later, and there's still a supply there. So again, that's part of the craft beer market now. I mean, it's just not the immediate demand is not the way it is, but that doesn't mean it's not a great beer. So I realize the lighting's not perfect here, but it's oranges. This is a very orange double IPA. It's got a perfectly white foamy head on it. It's very thin, but it's there. It's staying. It's not dissipating too quickly. This is about 12 inches from my nose. I can already smell the hops. I can already smell the citrus. That's what a double IPA should look like. It's got a little bit of carbonation. It smells like hops. It smells like orange. It smells like pineapple. It smells like grapefruit. It smells like a little bit of breadiness to it, piney. It definitely has that ever famous word for double IPAs, a dankness to it, a stickiness to it. That's where that resinous viscosity comes from. It smells like a powerful beer. So without further ado, let's get into the 2018 Oracle from Bell. See what we got here. Cheers. Oh man, that's good. Wow, it's got a punch to it, but it is man, that's good. It's got a real nice medium-bodied mouthfeel. It definitely has that stickiness to it. It kind of explodes in your mouth. Citrus up front, just what I described, and then this pounding of hops. They don't tell you what hops are in here. To me, it tastes like kind of a weird combination of maybe Centennial, Simcoe, maybe a little bit of Mosaic mixed in there. I'm totally guessing. I'm sure I could research it and dig it out of somewhere, but it's multiple hops in here is the point. You've got even something that kind of has that pepperness to it, just a tad bit in the background. Again, West Coast style can have that, and it's got that nice piney addition to it in the back of the palate. It finishes real nice. It coats your mouth. I mean, it's 10%. It should be. So it's one of those two where the key to these beers is can you get all those characteristics in one in a nice harmonious blend? And the answer is yes. They did that with this beer. A lot of times I'll watch my beer reviews from years past and rank them. This is the best one I can remember. It's balanced. It's big. It's got a lot of very good characteristics that are happy together inside this glass. That is good. So, beer better beers between 1 and 5. I would give this at least a 4.5, if not a 5. It's done very well, very, very well done for the price point. It's killer. Most of these beers like this, especially at this price point, you'd be lucky to get in a 4-pack. So include that in a 6-pack at that price point. I might even give it a 5. I mean, it's not a perfect IPA. There's a few things that I would do a little bit differently to be in the perfect category, but it is extremely well done. So if you've tried it already, leave comments on our YouTube channel. We'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We upload all the time. We do appreciate you watching, and as always, we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.